quick update. So as you can see, I've climbed much since my last update. I don't think I've really changed that much. The day I'm recording this is the 19th of October of 2021. So I just wanted to give an update just because we've got maybe 2 weeks. Let's see, what is today's date here? It says 2 weeks, so I don't. So maybe it ends on the beginning of November unless they extend it. So obviously I'm like not gaining any ground at all, which is fantastic. Being sarcastic. Um, for those of you that are thinking that's terrible and you're like, why is this guy so optimistic? Um, but yeah, pretty much I've been at a standstill. My climbing just basically went back to almost where I was at before I started the A to Z challenge, which is kind of how I wrecked myself in the first place. Right now I'm 6 games under. I want to say I was maybe gold 4 when I started the challenge. And then obviously I dipped to bronze 2. That brings us today, which right now I'm silver 1, which I have a lot of years, yes, years, in this ranking, so I'm very familiar with all of that. So really it's just kind of like, hey, nothing more to report outside of, there have been some marginal increases, but there hasn't really been anyone that I'm like climbing with. I think part of it is just like, okay, well, I'm kind of stuck, so you can see like my tracer wins. Just played 40 games and split them down the middle. So apparently I'm not that great at tracer, or that actually means my tracer is right where it probably should be in silver 1. Now, obviously, initially when I started this, I wanted to stick to certain characters, and I just can't do it. I have a hard time. Like, I think part of me likes to consider myself as a flex player, but the reality is I'm just not. I'm not a flex player, and if I can just stubbornly go and pick like 2 or 3 people, I probably would rank up better. Now, here's to say that in the future, I might do more climbing challenges, but I might just do playing games in general and just kind of record them, kind of see how they go. But yeah, I think even some of the characters that I've had success with, I just haven't this season. So I don't know if just like the pool of players in rank that I'm playing, I mean, maybe they're stuck where they're at, but I mean, a majority of the teams that I have been losing as I've been trying to climb have actually been like 4 stacks, 5 stacks, 3 stacks. And it's kind of cool when I beat them, but it just doesn't happen enough. I mean, it feels like anywhere from 20 to 25% of the time that I'll actually beat them, unless I'm a 4 stack, or like even if I'm a 4 stack, 5 stack, I end up losing like most of the time anyway. So it's kind of a weird spot. I mean, the thing is, I like it because it's competitive and we get to draft and it's for something, even if it's just virtual points. But yeah, I just haven't had success. Like Sylvanas is an example. She was like a split, and in past seasons I've done fairly well with her. Then again, I haven't really played a ton with her this season. Samuro, traditionally, he would do well. At least one of the seasons before, he did fairly well for me. I mean, let's see. There was another one that I was surprised with that I like. Karazim, actually. I won a game since I've been trying to climb, and he actually was pretty good for me overall. I think he was like at a 60% win rate. So there's just a handful of characters, and obviously it's if you're playing against a coordinated 4 or 5 stack, which is how the game was meant to be played. It's going to be different when you're just playing with a lot of people that you're not really on comms with, and honestly, I don't really have any desire to be on the comms because my wife would hate me if I was just talking and playing engrossed in this game all the time. But yeah, there's been some errors. I think we're trying to finish up our NGS season, so I've been trying to get some practice on that when I can. As far as like my solo lane role this season, but yeah, so that's pretty much the update. I mean, we have a couple weeks, like you kind of saw before. I can show it to you again, but it says we got a couple weeks, so maybe the beginning of November. I did peak so far at gold 4, I think it was. Let me see. I don't know how to tell, actually. I don't know if it says it. Because it just says I think it just says the rank you're currently at. Yeah, but I think I peaked at gold 4 if I'm not mistaken. Holy crap, I made it to plat 5 last season. Wow, I totally downgraded a whole rank. Ended at gold 4 and trying to get back there. But either way, hopefully I could get back to plat. I mean, it's possible still. I just have to go on a crazy winning streak. And if you see my history, as of right now, yeah, not win streaking. I'm more coin flipping streaking. But either way, it's been a good experiment. I'm glad I got to do the A to Z challenge, but obviously that made it harder for the climb. But then again, it's maybe, I'm not as good as I thought I was with every character, which is obvious, but we'll see. I think once next season comes around, I'll probably just play in general, and then just obviously ranking up as part of the fun and stuff like that. Maybe I'll do some side challenges for myself. If you see this on YouTube later, if you don't follow me already on YouTube, I'm at RoBearHots, and I pretty much post everything there because I'm just archiving everything, even though it's not like super engaging right now. And maybe one day I'll figure out how to edit stuff and make it way more entertaining than it actually is, because it's not really that entertaining right now. Unless you just like watching gameplay without any commentary. But anyway, it's been fun so far. We'll see where I end up in a couple weeks. I mean, my guess is probably around the same. And again, unless I go on some crazy win streak and I just tear it up. And that'd be fantastic. So either way, if you see me in game, come say hi. Always love playing with you guys from NGS. And yeah, best of luck for everyone in NGS. So we're starting our playoffs for Division C. We did make it this season, so that'll be fun to watch. And that's the team my mom is on is Team Rainbow Strike Go, which a lot of videos are posted there under RoBearHots as well. So, well, anyway, you guys have a good one, and I'll probably give an update right when the season ends, just to say, all right, this is what happened, and maybe a little bit more in depth. But you can kind of see from the statistics here kind of how it's been going. And technically, I have been climbing, so it is a success. It's just not as much as I would have hoped. All right, have a good one. Take care. Bye.